Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. On first down, Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 right at the 20. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped him.
Well, talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They'd been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Just beating the play clock is Goff. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the 3-0 lead apparently not good enough. They're going to go with the onside kick. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
Play action. It's Darnold. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Third and long. It's Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here we go with Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now Goff on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 35 on 2nd down, Goff steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Goff on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Again, Goff. That is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They run again with Foreman. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. A carry for Foreman. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Darnold now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore on the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Goff now to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And now it looked like movement up front. If that's the case, that might end any thought of a field goal. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Darnold. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Thomas. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Here's Goff. Flush to his right.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Foreman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Foreman. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now Foreman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 4th down, Darnold. Touchdown! DJ Moore on the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
From the 24, Darnold escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Foreman, and he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun. Goff. It's caught on the right side. Williams.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
To the air again. Goff.
Finding Williams once more. Complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now Goff.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Swift will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll keep it on the ground. Foreman, and he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Foreman, and the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Goff now to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.